I decided to bring facecam back for this video because I didn't have facecam in the last two videos and I got shouted at for it. Like in the comments, I would be scrolling through reading them as usual, and there was quite a fair few that were telling me to bring facecam back, and the majority of those comments were in all capitals. So considering I have been yelled at, I think it's time that I listen to you guys. Bless me. And as I do more and more of these videos with facecam, you will notice that the only clothes I own are either black or Panic at the Disco merch. And you know, either is completely fine, that's just how it has to be. But anyway, something has been happening recently on Roblox, and surprise, surprise, people are absolutely not happy about it in the slightest. Like usually with things that Roblox do or the updates that they bring us, I usually try my best to find something positive within the update, because being negative all the time just isn't very fun, and it's very negative. And I usually see other people also trying to find something good with it, or I see people genuinely liking the update even when the majority of people don't. But with this one that I am about to talk about today, I literally haven't seen a single person say a single nice or positive thing about this update, because honestly there just isn't anything that could possibly be good with this update if it is what we think it is. Like, I'm pretty sure you all know by now that when Roblox removes something or when Roblox updates something, they don't say a word to us. Like, they do not say a single word about the things that they do. And that has always been one of my biggest criticisms when it comes to Roblox. Like, there has been a few times on their developer forum things where they sort of mention something. Like the last thing I remember that they said about was how they were going to be bringing live ops in and removing normal events. But even with that announcement was very, very vague. And even with that, not a lot of people know about the developer forums. And I feel like even if it's the tiniest of updates, I feel like just making a small announcement on Twitter would be a massive improvement to what we have right now, which is quite literally nothing. So if you remember in my video about the broken T-Rex bundle, I also went through a few things that Roblox Leaks had been tweeting, and 3 of the things that I showed you were the Tenko Blue, Tenko Gold, and Tenko Green faces. And if you've been around on Roblox, even for something as short as a year, you will know that anytime a bunch of the same face but with different colours are released on Roblox, that 99.9% of the time they are going to be a bunch of limiteds. Usually priced, you know, like 50, 100 and 200 or 100, 200 and 500. But either way, they are limited. They sell a certain amount. Once they are sold out, players can resell them for their own prices, and it kind of, you know how limiteds work. And I kind of predicted that these would come out and be limiteds as well as these items here. Because we haven't had a limited, I'm pretty sure, since like February. And so I thought, you know, maybe they are finally bringing us some new limiteds, because a lot of people were actually complaining about the lack of limiteds that we got recently. But it turns out if we go to catalog, you can see here this item is one of the items that I thought would be a limited. But as you can see, it's just a new item that literally anybody can buy and literally anybody is buying. And as you can see here, these are actually the faces that I just showed you from Roblox Leaks. They are not quite called Tenko, Gold, Blue, Green, whatever. And I'm not going to attempt to pronounce these names, but you can see by this word right here, they are all supposed to be in sort of the same bunch of faces that would usually be limiteds, and these have already been on sale. Like if we go to owners, you can see that a bunch of people have in fact bought these faces, but as you can see, they are not limited at all. They are just not limited faces. They are not limited items on Roblox. And obviously this got a lot of people on Twitter, specifically the Roblox community on Twitter, talking. And like I said at the beginning of this video, they are not happy at all. And in a Discord that I am in, they were also talking about it, and somebody noticed that in the collections part on your profile, on limited items, the limited sign isn't there anymore. By the way, ignore ignore the fact that this is Linkmon99's profile. I was trying to think like who has limited. On a limited item, you can see that it has this little green thing in the bottom corner. It either says limited or limited you. And on profiles, they also had that little limited green bar thing in the bottom of these squares. So there is this website called the Wayback Machine. If you put like a link in this little bar thing right here, it will show you like versions of that page from like anywhere up to like 10 years ago or something. So if we take this link right here and we paste it into this and browse history, so the furthest back that this page goes is 2015, but let's take us back to, you know, sometime in 2018. So this is what this page looked like on August 8th of last year, 2018. And if we scroll down, as you can see in the collections bar, these items all have the little limited green bar thing, whereas they don't now at all. They have nothing. So obviously this left everyone to speculate that limiteds are completely being removed, because why else would they not only take away that little limited sign but also not upload a limited item for months? Like, unless they are just sort of removing them for the time being and they are going to completely sort of redo the way that limiteds go and they are no longer going to be called limiteds or something. I really don't know. And this is where the fact that Roblox don't tell us anything becomes a problem, because we are left to theorize and speculate and come up with the craziest things, because right now for limiteds it is not looking good at all. And also limiteds are a huge part of Roblox, like within the trading sort of side of Roblox. That is a huge part of why so many people buy Builders Club. That's probably like 80% of why people buy Builders Club. And without limiteds there will obviously be no trading, which means there will be a lot less Builders Club purchases, which literally loses Roblox money. So like I said, I literally cannot think of a single positive reason as to why this change has been made. If it even has been made, we really don't know. And please Roblox, just speak to us, tell us what is going on. But anyway, let me know what you guys think of Roblox possibly removing limiteds. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.